All right, what is up, everybody? So, last time I made a video, just like a quick sandstorm tip. I made a video saying I was anticipating Dune pretty heavily. Now, has it lived up to the hype, though? That's the question. So, we're a couple days after the early access started. Um, I so I don't know if you saw a little teaser in the thumbnail. You saw that little World of Warcraft logo at the bottom right. Uh, I have not felt this way about a game since Vanilla WoW, if I'm going to be completely honest. I am, let me see, I think I'm 48. Yep, I'm currently level 48. I got Trooper, I got Bene Gesserit, Planetologist, a shit ton of research points I need to spend apparently. I found a bunch of unique stuff. So like every time I think I'm like, okay, you know how sometimes when you're playing a game, you really like it, and you run into something annoying, and you're like, maybe this game isn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I've kind of had the complete opposite experience with Dune Awakening, where I keep finding new mechanics, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so awesome. Oh my god, this is so awesome. Whether it's cool, unique weapons that change how I play a little bit. Whether it's finding like how more of the gearing system works, more of the tools, how many freaking POIs are on some of these maps. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I know, okay, so one of the critiques I will have, I will say, some of the POIs do get a little samey, which, like, you know, a bandit camp is a bandit camp. Whatever. It's alright. I will say a lot of like the more like longer POIs have actually been pretty cool. Like this one for particular, like this Imperial Testing Station number 10. This took me like a while to get through. That was pretty long. And there were like some pretty cool, like almost like boss fights in there. Like it was actually pretty interesting. Now last night, so I love sniper rifles in shooters. It's just like I don't know why sniper rifles and shotguns are just they just like give you that dopamine hit, you know? When you get the shotgun blast or you're scoped in and you get like a headshot with a sniper, it just like it just feels so good, you know? Now, last night I found a heavy dart. I found my first heavy dart weapon, which is this Jabal spit dart. Man, that really changed combat for me. So you know, I have a this unique burst fire light dart rifle. I have my melee. Obviously, I've been exploring for a while, so I really got to get back to my base and like you know repair my stuff and whatnot. But um, I have been really enjoying the I almost feel weird because I feel like a lot of people saying the combat is like bad, but I've actually been having a lot of fun with the combat. Like, you know, I'll use my scoped in sniper rifle, and then I can switch to this for like closer range, and then for shielded enemies I'll use my melee and my weirding step. You know, I've actually been enjoying the combat quite a bit. The only two things that I found like a little janky are like the or you know maybe could be improved in the future is the some of like the smaller POIs are very copy paste, which you know there are a lot of them, so I can understand that to some extent. And then the like climbing mechanics can be really janky. I don't know if I can like sometimes you will be climbing and your character will just be like bugging out, like just freaking out all over the place. um but yeah, so I'm sure I haven't found all the mechanics. You know, I have a shield now. I got my suspensor belt. I made a new bike with a booster so I can get across longer stretches of sand. But yeah, overall, I have not played. I have not been this invested in a new game literally since Vanilla WoW. It's maybe like when I first started playing Warframe and I got really addicted to that game. You know, that's probably the other thing that comes close to this. But just I mean the scenery. Like look at this. Like oh Jesus man, this game is just gorgeous. Like you know, like I remember something in the books and something in the movies is like them saying even though you know Arrakis is this like wasteland of a planet, it's still really beautiful, and I feel like they really managed to capture that well. Um, so overall, I'm I'm so happy with this game. I mean, obviously I have a long ways to go. I mean, I'm not even remotely close to seeing the entire map. There's tons of places I haven't been yet. I'm just, you know, in like I think I found 4 zones now. But a lot of the mechanics are really cool. I love how they have integrated. So probably one of my favorite things is how much they've integrated Dune lore and like what's in the books to the game mechanics. That's probably the coolest thing. You know, from like the sucking blood out of people, like you can literally take people's corpses and drain their blood just like they do in the movies. Don't like one thing, you know, like you get your dew scythe, you go scythe the plants, and you got to do it right at the right time to get like a ton of water, and you fill up your leader john, which I actually need to drink right now, but you know, you fill up your leader john and you feel super good. But you know, it's all like the little things that add up to a really, really cool experience. I've loved the exploration. I think another thing I've heard people talk about not liking is like the traversal, but honestly, like I don't know, I've found it pretty enjoyable to be honest. Like I've almost treated it like a Bethesda type experience where I'll just, you know, I set my, like right now, I have, you know, I'm trying to get to this quest. There's been a few quests I've hit here along the way, and I just kind of like explore the POIs as I try to go to a quest objective. Sometimes I get really distracted, sometimes, you know, I make it there, and then of course you got to make it back to your base or make a new base, and there's that tension and the water mechanics and the worms. I almost got eaten by a worm several times. I did get eaten by a worm one time. You know, I've died to a sandstorm. I ended up getting caught by the Sardaukar ships. That was kind of scary. So yeah, it's really fun. I would really recommend this game. And frankly, in a world where and I know obviously I got the deluxe edition or whatever to get the early access, but for the people who are starting tomorrow, I mean, in my opinion, $50 for this game is a steal. Like, you're gonna get a ton of time out of this game if you like Dune at all. You know, if you don't like Dune, like if I didn't care about Dune, it might not be as good to me. But if you enjoy Dune at all, like if that's a world you're invested in, I really feel like it's a steal for $50, especially in an industry where you have a lot of games coming out for $80 now that are not that long and you don't really get that much out of. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely loved Doom the Dark Ages. I feel like I would not have liked that game as much if I hadn't have played it on Game Pass. If I had paid for that game and it's only like 10 hours and that's kind of it, there's nothing else to do, like I probably would have been a little annoyed, to be completely honest. So you know, I think you're getting a lot for your money. I think it's a really good experience, and if you like Dune, I give this game a solid Dune out of 10. Absolutely fantastic. So hopefully you give it a shot tomorrow, and let me know how you like it. I've been having a great time. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on Arrakis.